There comes a moment, somewhere beyond 60, when you look in the mirror and realize you're not chasing youth anymore. You're chasing light. Not the kind that hides wrinkles, but the kind that makes your whole face come alive again. Because the right haircut doesn't just change your hair, it changes your energy. It reshapes how you walk into a room. It whispers, she's not trying to look young. She's glowing because she's free. So today, let's talk about 5 chic, graceful, and modern haircuts that don't scream for attention. They radiate it. Cuts that soften the years, frame your beauty, and bring that quiet confidence that says, I know who I am now. Whether your hair is silver, ash blonde, auburn, or snow white, there's a style that can lift your features, slim your silhouette, and bring that natural elegance shine through. And before we start, tell me this. Has there ever been a haircut that made you feel like you again? Because today, we're not just talking about hair. We're rediscovering the woman who's been waiting underneath it. Haircut number 1, the modern pixie, the bold whisper of confidence. They say the pixie cut is daring, but for women over 60, it's not rebellion, it's freedom. Freedom from heavy styling, freedom from hiding, freedom from the idea that long hair equals femininity. The modern pixie isn't boyish, it's beautifully intentional. With soft layers that hug your face, gentle volume at the crown, and that easy tousled texture, it has a magic way of drawing attention upward to your eyes, your smile, your presence. This cut speaks without shouting. It says, I'm still playful, I'm still curious, I'm still me. And because it opens the neckline and elongates the face, it creates an instant lift, a natural facelift, without a single needle. The beauty of the modern pixie lies in how effortless it feels. You wake up, run your fingers through your hair, add a touch of volume spray, and you're done. No fuss, no weight, no hiding. It's perfect for women who've decided that elegance isn't about maintenance, it's about movement. And when the light hits those short layers just right, it's like your spirit's shining through. But maybe you're not ready to go that short. Maybe you crave something classic, timeless, with just a hint of sophistication. Then the next style might be your perfect match. Haircut number 2, the soft layered bob. Timeless grace in motion. If the pixie is freedom, then the soft layered bob is grace personified. It's the haircut that never tries too hard, never ages, and never loses its quiet charm. This style frames the face in the most flattering way possible. Soft layers around the cheeks and jawline create movement and volume without overwhelming your features. The ends gently curve inward, subtly sculpting your face, giving the illusion of lifted cheekbones and a graceful neckline. The layered bob works beautifully with both silver strands and natural tones. In fact, those lighter shades reflect light along the layers, adding dimension and a healthy glow, as if your hair itself is smiling. What makes this magical isn't just its simplicity, it's what it communicates. It says, I've lived enough to know that elegance doesn't need drama. You can part it in the center for symmetry, sweep it to the side for softness, or add a few curls for a romantic touch. Every variation feels modern yet utterly timeless. This is the haircut of women who walk into a room quietly, and somehow everyone turns to look. But maybe you prefer something that flows a little longer, something that feels effortless and natural, yet still refined. Then you'll fall in love with our next one. Haircut number 3 is the shoulder length lob. You call it freedom meets refinement. The shoulder-length lob is where sophistication meets ease, the sweet spot between structure and softness. It's for the woman who still loves the feeling of her hair brushing against her shoulders, but doesn't want the weight or work that comes with longer locks. What makes the lob so flattering is its balance. The length elongates your neckline, subtly slends your face, and adds that graceful sway when you move. It's long enough to pull back, yet short enough to lift your look, creating a clean, youthful silhouette that feels natural and unforced. Add a few soft waves and the magic happens. Instant volume, effortless style, and a hint of modern elegance. It's the kind of haircut that doesn't just look chic, it feels alive. Perfect for every occasion, from morning coffee to a dinner out, the lob adapts beautifully to who you are and what mood you're in. And perhaps that's why it's so beloved, because it whispers, I'm comfortable in my skin. I don't chase trends. I set my own rhythm. It's not just flattering, it's freeing. A reminder that your style doesn't have to be loud to be unforgettable. But maybe you're craving something with more movement, a little texture, a little attitude, something that dances with you. Then the next haircut might just be your signature look. Haircut number 4, the elegant shag. Effortless youth in every layer. The elegant shag is not just a haircut. It's a mood. It's movement, texture, and youth woven together in every layer. Where some styles stay still, the shag dances. Every strand seems to have its own rhythm, catching light and air in ways that make you look and feel effortlessly alive. This cut adds gentle layers throughout the crown and sides, giving volume at the top and softness around the face. The result? That lifted effect that makes your features appear brighter, your cheekbones higher, and your whole look lighter, as if you just returned from a beautiful, breezy vacation. The elegant shrug is especially flattering for women with fine or thinning hair because it creates body without bulk. It's carefree yet polished, youthful without pretending. And when you let a few strands fall naturally, it gives that casual, undone beauty that feels both confident and modern. This haircut does not say I'm trying to look younger. It says I'm embracing who I am, fully, freely, and with joy. Because youth isn't something we chase, it's something we express. Would you ever try a haircut that's a little bit bold, a little bit playful, something that captures your spirit, not your age? If that sounds like you, wait until you see our final style, a soft, feminine look that flatters everyone. Haircut number 5, the Sideswept cut with bangs. Softness, framing, and grace. There's something timeless about the way sideswept bangs curve across the forehead, blending into soft layers that frame the face. They draw the eye toward what truly matters: your smile, your eyes, your warmth. For women over 60, this cut can be quietly transformative. The bangs blur forehead lines, the layers lift the face, and the diagonal sweep adds movement that subtly elongates your features. It's delicate yet deliberate, feminine without being fussy. Paired with shoulder-length hair or a graceful bob, the effect is romantic and refined. It moves naturally in the breeze, catches the light beautifully, and gives your whole look a soft, radiant glow. What's most powerful, though, is the emotion it carries. It says, I'm not hiding age, I'm harmonizing with it. It reminds us that beauty doesn't fade, it simply shifts tone, becoming calmer, deeper, more intentional. This is the haircut of a woman who knows the strength and gentleness, and how a single strand falling just right can change how she feels about herself. But before you rush to the salon, let's pause. How do you actually choose the right haircut? The one that feels like you. Here's the truth. There's no one perfect haircut, only the one that tells your story best. The secret isn't just about face shape or hair texture. It's about alignment. The moment your outer look matches your inner energy, something clicks. You stand taller, you smile easier, you move with quiet certainty. If your face is round, a softly layered bob or sideswept style adds natural length and balance. If it's more angular or square, gentle curves and volume at the crown soften the lines. And if you've got fine or thinning hair, light layers, like in a Pixie or shag, add body without weight. But more important than any chart or rule is how you feel when you see yourself in the mirror. Do you feel lighter, elegant, more you? That's your answer. Because the best haircut doesn't erase the years, it celebrates them. It doesn't hide your age. It honors the journey that brought you here. So when you sit in that salon chair next time, don't say, make me look younger. Say, make me look like myself when I'm at my best. That one sentence changes everything. And once you find that perfect style, caring for it and for yourself becomes the next quiet act of grace. A beautiful haircut is only half the story. The other half is how you care for it, and more importantly, how you care for yourself. Because healthy, radiant hair isn't just about products, it's about habits, quiet rituals of respect for your body, your time, and your spirit. First, hydration. Silver and mature hair often craves moisture, so use nourishing shampoos, gentle oils, and lightweight masks. The goal isn't to fight texture, it's to honor it. Let your natural softness shine instead of forcing it into shapes it doesn't want to take. Next, trim regularly. A light trim every 6 to 8 weeks keeps your style fresh and gives structure, especially for layered cuts that rely on movement. Think of it as pruning a beautiful garden. It keeps things alive and glowing. If you've embraced your silver, tone it with a soft purple shampoo once in a while to keep it luminous. But don't chase perfection. A little variation in shade gives character, just like laugh lines around the eyes do. And finally, nourish from within. Hair loves what your soul loves. Peace, sunlight, and kindness. A calm mind and balanced diet do more for your glow than any serum ever could. Because at this stage in life, beauty isn't about changing yourself. It's about caring for yourself deeply enough that it shows. Now, let's bring it all together. The message behind every strand, every style, and every reflection in the mirror. At 60 and beyond, something beautiful happens. You stop needing to prove who you are and start enjoying who you've become. Every wrinkle tells a story. Every strand of silver is a chapter of wisdom, laughter, and resilience. And the haircut you choose today? It's not about chasing the past. It's about celebrating the woman who's still evolving. The right haircut doesn't just frame your face, it reframes how you see yourself. It reminds you that beauty isn't youth. Beauty is presence. It's the calm in your eyes, the confidence in your smile, the grace in your movements. So as you step out of that salon or simply run your fingers through your hair in the mirror, remember, this isn't just a style update. It's a declaration that you're still radiant, still stylish, still you. Because elegance doesn't retire. It deepens. It matures. It grows softer and stronger all at once. So wear your new haircut like a crown, not a vanity, but a victory for every version of you that's led here. Tell me, which of these cuts spoke to you the most? The daring pixie, the graceful bob, or the soft layers that dance in the light? Whatever your answer, one thing is certain.
You haven't lost your glow. You've simply found a new way to let it shine.